This is a quick video on how to access the additional training that is built into all of Google Docs. So that includes Gmail, Calendar, and your entire Google Docs suite. So this is how to access that additional training. The presumption is that you are on your work laptop, and we're going to use Google Chrome. So we don't want to use Internet Explorer for this. We do want to use Google Chrome. So I'm going to launch Google Chrome. It's asking me if I want to set it as default. If I always want to have Google Chrome as default, I can choose set as default or don't ask again. So I'll set it as default. You may get a different pop-up window depending on if you've already used Chrome or set it up differently, but nonetheless, we can just go with this. First thing I want you to do is click over here on the top right, these three little bars, and I'm going to scroll down to this one, sign into Chrome. If for you it already has you signed in as your first name dot last name at lpsd.ca, that's great. You don't need to do anything. But if it still says sign into Chrome for you, I do want you to click sign into Chrome, and it's going to ask to set up Chrome. I'm going to put in my full email address and my password, and sign in. Okay, it's going to ask, do I want to save my password? I'll say sure. And now it pops up and says, do I want to link my Chrome data to this account? This just means that if I've been using Google Chrome already without signing into it, and maybe I've saved some things, now I'm logging in with my first name dot last name at lpsd.ca. So I'm going to say I do want to link my data. So go ahead and, if you get this pop up, go ahead and click link data. And great, I've signed into Chrome. All that means now is that up here, Google Chrome knows about me, and if I look back at this tab, you can see that it says jason.google@lpsd.ca is signed in, so that's what we want to see. Okay. Now I'm going to go to that address I keep talking about, www.google.com/a/lpsd.ca. I'll hit enter. And automatically, because I've pre-signed into Chrome down here, I don't need to type my password again, and it comes up and says here are your services at lpsd.ca. Okay, so for me, I just want to check my Gmail. A new tab opens up, and you can see that I've got just a test email from Randy, but up here in the top right, I've got a training button. Okay, now if I click on that little down arrow, a little tutorial will pop up, and it says welcome to the training. Do I want to start the training? My advice, click on this start button. The first time you launch this Synergyse training, click on the start button and it'll take you through a short 2-minute tutorial on how to access the training. Okay, I'm going to skip it for now, but please, for those that are doing it, do click on start. It takes literally 2 minutes. So I'll just close this. But what you can see is that because I'm in my inbox right now, the training button has everything related to Gmail, right from what is Gmail to changing the formatting and how to delete, archive, print, loads and loads of online training. And these are all just video tutorials. So let's say I want to learn how to do a signature in my email. I will just type the word signature, create an email signature. I'll click on it, and a little box will start to play. I don't know if you can hear that, but nonetheless, it's a voice that is talking to me, and as I go through this, it will just continue to show me exactly where to click inside of inside of Gmail on how to create a signature. And you can see it's only 32 seconds long. Okay. Yes, I want to end that lesson. You can go up to the training button and type anything you want. Let's say I'm looking for filters. Okay, introduction to filters, create a new filter, modify a filter, delete a filter. You name it. All the training is there, and it overlays on top of your screen, so it will show you exactly where to click your mouse cursor. It's quite nice. And this training is available in everything. If I click on this little grid, and let's say I go to my Google Drive, okay, again, a new tab opens up. Okay, all of a sudden I have the training button here as well. But this time, it's all information on what is Google Drive, introduction to file and folders, how do I create a new document, create a new presentation. Whatever area of Google that you are in, as long as you are signed in properly so that you see this signed in as in your first name dot last name at lpsd.ca, you will get this little training button, and you are good to go to learn a lot more about both Google Docs and your Gmail. Just one last test. Let's go into my calendar. Okay, again, a new tab opens up, and this is the way you can work all day. You can have a tab for your inbox, a tab for your drive, a tab for your calendar. Okay, the training button arrives, it shows up on calendar. Click on training, and what is Google Calendar? How do I create a new event? Set a reminder for event. How do I share my calendar? All those questions that you may have in very brief overlaid video tutorials showing you exactly where to click, and it's live, so that once you're done, it'll show you how to create an event, and that event is actually in your calendar. You can go back and delete it and change it, but nonetheless, it's quite handy, so I hope this helps.